everybody. Even though we gotta have an angel with us, that's the reason our faith, your faith's really gonna be tried in that day, man. Stop playing.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
So the time has come. The Lord's going to bring that great judgment. That's why the evil's going to come. It's really to judge the nation of Israel that's been spread to the four corners of the earth. The Lord's going to come back to make inquisition on any and everybody, man.
And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
So what shall be the end be of them that don't obey the gospel? You know?
Verse 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved.
And then we're going to scarcely be saved. So if we're going to scarcely be saved, why you think the Lord said in 2nd Ezra, he said, hey, don't be concerned with how the ungodly going to perish. So you're going to scarcely make it. You're going to barely make it. Like being thrown in the lion's den is going to make it. All right? That close. Go ahead, up.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
They won't be there. They won't, but we're going to barely make it, man. Why you think Paul said in the twinkling of an eye we shall be changed? Just like that.
That's right.
What happened when Elijah was talking? What happened? Tried to be shoot.
Yep.
Elijah ripped his clothes. It happened that quick. Swiftness.
Hey,
shoot.
one more. The greatest example. The greatest one that went up and won.
Acts 1?
Acts 1, YAHAWAH, that's right. The greatest
And
one.
Israel, why marvel?
Why marvel? Watch then
He gonna come back the same way he left.
That's right.
Same way he
Hey,
left.
and real quick, in St. Luke, the 24th chapter, the last chapter, it showed him when he came back in that body, they still was doubting. He had that new body. He showed them that new body, and they still was doubting him, man. You know?
Let me get the last verse of this. This is the last verse. Verse 19. Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit the keeping of their souls to Him in well-doing as unto a faithful Creator. So that's us, man. We're going to keep the will of YAHAWAH through faith. Okay? Because we know that, hey, what's going to happen to Jake out here because they don't keep the law? They're going to catch it. Okay? The scripture already said they're going to get put to death. So knowing that, that's going to put the fear on us to what? Follow the will of YAHAWAH.
That's right, bro. That's right.
That's it.
I'm reading 13 again. It says, 2nd Ezra 9, verse 13. And therefore, be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished.
Right.
And when.
Right.
But inquires how the righteous shall be saved.
Right.
Whose the world is.
Whose the world is. So we need to be inquiring on how the Lord's going to save us for the world to come, which is going to be for us, man. All right? Matter of fact, you still in 2nd Ezra. You go to 9 and 21.
2nd Ezra 9, verse 21. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster,
Elect.
and a plant of a great people.
He said, I kept the grape of a cluster and a plant of a great people. That's talking about the elect. Because what happened?
Sons of the Most High.
What happened when YAHAWAH gonna come back? They said he treadeth the wine press alone. But the Lord said, I'm going to keep this cluster of them grapes. But the rest of them grapes going to get stuck into the ground.
That's right.
And also,
That's
too,
spiritual.
not to go off topic, just real quick. And have kept me a grape of the cluster and a plant of a great people. That's a precept you can use to break down the book of Genesis, you know, where it said they hid amongst the trees, you know.
They hid amongst the trees.
Yeah, that plant.
Right.
You know.
Right.
That's yeah, that line. You know.
No, you're right, because Isaiah said that we shall be trees of righteousness. Right, because there are different trees.
Keep going. It says, and I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people.
Right.
Verse 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain.
So the Lord said there's going to be a lot of people that are going to perish then, which are born in vain, because a lot of people are actually made to be an example of if you commit this kind of act, that this shall be the punishment. All right, so some people are made for an example. It shows you that even in the scriptures, all right, for certain things, okay?
Right. Let the multitude perish then which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept in my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
Right. That goes back to the Israelites. Go ahead up. Go ahead up.
Oh, come. Hold on. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night,
Right.
in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
And that goes back to what we have there. Heaven's passing away by a great noise. So if you ever go online, if you ever watch when they're letting an atomic bomb go off or a hydrogen bomb, what happened to the clouds? They dissipate. The heavens pass away. So the Lord said with a great noise, man, when the bombs hit America, it's going to be a lot of people are going to die who were born for nothing. You know? But actually, they were born for a reason. Because you also have extras in the movie. That one guy that get knocked over and say, hey, they get hit off the bike, you know?
It says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
That's right.
We got a periodic table, man. Metal, tungsten, iron, gold. Your body.
Where's that sign?
All
Oh, you got it
over-
right in your hand.
All over your body, babe. Y'all gonna be real talk. All over your body. Why the scripture
Fire.
says your eyes shall consume, your tongue out of your mouth, your flesh shall fall off of you when you stand upon your feet. That's what it's talking about.
Hey, when they say ashes to ashes, dust to dust, right?
Actually, you want literally
But wait,
shadow.
but when they take you to the morgue and stuff like that, they gonna give you a cremation, right? They just basically put you back to the same state that you was already in. Basically, like how they say your elements, you going back to the natural elements to be recycled back into the earth. Hey man, the Lord's coming back with a grand cremation,
America's gonna be you gonna turn America to a crematorium.
a mass of
Crematorium. That's all it's gonna be. A big ass ashtray. Everybody say America gonna be a big ass ashtray.
Basically,
I
yeah.
like that. I like that.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Right.
The earth also, and the works that are therein,
Right.
shall be burnt up.
And the works therein shall be burnt up. But see, here it is. You got cases of priests out here that's sleeping with little kids and giving them AIDS. You had the whole Sandusky incident where he was molesting boys for decades. All these priests commit all these homosexual acts on boys. And now they also talking about the drinking water you have is poison. We can go on for days. The water you drink, the water you take a shower in. Why am I itching after I take a shower? You know, the air you breathe in is polluted. I mean, it's just so many aspects of why this place is going to be destroyed. Well, for one, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they don't keep the law. You can't keep taking with something and not replacing it. How the hell I'm gonna be in the gym working out for 2 or 3 hours, but then I don't eat nothing after that? How you gonna burn calories but then not put the calories back into it? How you gonna keep taking from the earth and not giving it time to heal itself? You're not keeping the law. And then you also defiling the earth by killing innocent blood. And you're not doing it pertaining to the laws of the Bible, but according to the law of the land. That's why this place is gonna be destroyed. All right? America is a filthy place, but you want to know what people like America? I can do whatever I want. You can go watch porn all you want. You can smoke cigarettes all you want. You can get you a prostitute if you want. You can get you a sex chain if you want. But if the Lord tells you to do something, you don't want to do that. I want to do what I want. But then when he bring evil your way, you're going to want a higher power to come save you from man. Because the help of man is vain. Now you're going to be looking goofy in that day.
Yep.
Why? Because a lot of women, they like to dial them 3 numbers. But in that day, when you dial that number, it's doo-doo-doo. Now you're going to be looking for a man. But you was raised to act like a man, that you were equal to one. So now you're going to have to humble down. And all you men that's full of pride too, the Lord going to chop you down. I don't care how much you can squat. If you ain't 8 in 4 days, man, you're going to be feeble. You are going to be feeble. Go ahead, huh?
What you said there, all the crowd. This is Isaiah chapter 2, verse 11. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and YAHAWAH alone shall be exalted in that day.
And YAHAWAH alone shall be exalted in that day. So all these people taking pictures by the Tampa Bay sign, everybody driving around in Porsches, people walking around with their Dolce Gabbanas on, people walking around with their $200 cologne on, smelling good. All that shit gonna be brought to naught. And YAHAWAH Shemau Shah gonna be exalted in that day. Hey, we're doing it right now. So why not exalt the Lord before he comes, so that when he do come, you could be partakers, you be a partaker of the suffering, hey, be a joint heir to the kingdom of heaven as well. All this shit is going to be done away with anyway.
This is Isaiah 2:12. For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty.
So the day of the Lord is going to be upon everyone that's proud and lofty. Well, that's damn near 99.9% of people in America. I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud. I got my Puerto Rican flag. I'm proud to be Puerto Rican. The Lord ain't coming back for Puerto Ricans. He coming back for Ephraimites. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. You doing that?
Yeah. And upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low.
Right, MVP of the league. You know what I'm saying? It's only one MVP of the league. That's YAHAWAH.
That's right.
He's the most valuable player. And who's the owner? Who's the president? YAHAWAH.
That's right.
You know?
I got one verse after that. Just to add on to that. This is Jeremiah chapter 30. I'm going to start at verse 5. But thus saith YAHAWAH, we have heard a voice of trembling and of fear and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces turn to paleness. All right? Now the next line is actually, I'll just read the next line. It says, alas, that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. But the verses up above that was asking the question, why do I hear men screaming like they in labor, like a woman in labor? All right, why do I hear it sound like that high priest? As a woman giving birth, she's screaming. Why I hear a bunch of brute-ass, muscular, cock diesel-ass niggas screaming like that, man? Why are these niggas all pale in the face and shit like that? Because it's the day of the Lord coming, man. Right. The Lord gonna come and he's about to turn up on everybody, man. Hey, so that's like they going into, man, hey, it's gonna be sad for you women, but even more for you men. Not just you regular men, but you so-called men of war, you strong men. The scriptures also say that the men of war, they was going to be afraid, but the Lord going to put the spirit on them to fight, man. So when the day of the Lord really come, man, he start turning up, just like the scripture also say, our people going to be willing the day of our power, man. Hey, when y'all start seeing all this open up completely, man, you're going to be having people bugging out, man. It's going to be like that Bird Box fruit. We're going to be here, all of a sudden, accident, people jumping.